All right, everybody, here we are. What we're going to do now is I got a few phone calls and messages in regards to my last video, my part one, I guess you could say. So we're going to make a part two on how to shoot the gas gun in a match safely, right after these words. All right, guys, and we're back. So we're going to slow it down a little bit compared to my last video. We're going to kind of explain a few things. But first, before we start, I did make some mistakes in the last video. So I wanted to kind of clean those up a little bit. One, when I mentioned, I mean, nothing has changed as far as the gas gun shooters here in the Texas area. Man, we have got some phenomenal talent. Pretty much all of us are going to be at the Best in Texas national match at the end of April. Out in College Station. So that's going to be, man, that's going to be, I'm real excited for it. It's going to be fantastic. You still got the same guys, Chase Lyons, Eric Lee, from both from Sergeant of Arms up in Fort Worth. You guys, I would say, you know, you need a gas gun built, give my buddy Eric a call. These guys are fantastic at what they do. Yeah, give them a call, man. Who else we got? Other than me, you've got Dustin Skarupa, who is going to be sponsored by Lone Star Armory. That was a mistake I made last time. I think I said Alamo. But Lone Star Armory is, you know, who's backing up a fantastic shooter. So he's also going to be at the Navasota match, or at the Best of Texas match. And man, I know I'm forgetting some other people, but Mr. Casey, you know, again, from Lone Star Armory. These guys are just great shooters, but I wanted to clean that up, that Dustin is sponsored by Lone Star Armory. So, okay, moving on from that. What we got here in the gas gun, guys, and there's something that I said that some of my friends, they were kind of, man, what's that? So I did say something about skyloading. What is skyloading? Okay, I'm going to show you. Now, let me explain it real quick before I do it and actually show you. Skyloading means that you went and put your rifle on the prop, kind of like I have it here, and you know, like I got it here on the truck bed here, but you get on it and you go ahead and you charge your system, you throw the bolt forward before actually looking down the scope. All right, that's called skyloading. So the proper way to do this, so that you don't skyload, is that you put your gun on your rifle on the prop, then you're going to get behind the scope, and then you're going to charge it, and you're ready to go. All right, so don't charge it and then look, because what happens sometimes when you make a mistake is you want to put your finger in that trigger well, or the trigger housing, and you accidentally pull off a shot, and that's a bye-bye. All right, so they're going to ask you to leave and try it again later. Also, another thing I didn't mention, guys, just so we all know, I do have an empty rifle. There's no magazine around. I do have my safety chamber flag in there, so there's no ammo around. All I have is the rifle and 2 bags. Okay, so we've gotten the skyloading part out of the way. If you have any questions, just, you know, feel free to ask. So you go down, okay, you're going to put your rifle on I'm on safe right here. You put your rifle on the prop. You're going to look down your scope. You're going to find your target. Okay, now I'm going to charge the system by hitting my charging system. I have my little the Magpul bad lever right here, which I like to use in competition, or you can charge it on the side like normal. So once I charge it, I'm already down the scope, I've already found my target. Now I'm going to take it off of safety. Now I am ready to fire. You see, so that way I've got my reticle centered up on the target. So if I do accidentally pull that trigger, it's going to go right towards the target. All right, and I'm not going to have a problem with that. But just be sure to you know, you don't sky load, and you get it all together. All right, so then once, let's say I'm shooting 5 shots off of this one and 5 shots off of the other one. So I've already shot my 5 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm gonna put it back on safe on my safety selector here, go back to safe, and then I'm gonna verbally declare weapon safe, or just safe, kind of depends on your RO. All right, pick up my rifle, I go over to the next prop, put it on, and I'm going to repeat the process, which is basically I'm going to get down the scope, I'm going to find the target. Once I'm there, I'm going to charge my system, take it off of safe, and then take my shots. That's the process you want to have. All right, just the sky loading part, it's real important in any match, really. And this thing also, your safety, your chamber flag, you know, mine's pretty cool, remove before firing, stuff like that. This lets everybody know that you don't, you know, there's no way that this weapon can fire. It's safe, everything's, the mag is out, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, there's just certain things you got to do when you shoot a gas gun. There is another way, which is what I call the rifles only way. To me, it is the best way, but not everybody does it. Usually the only place you're going to find is the rifles only, is where, again, if I have 5 shots off of here and 5 shots off of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry one magazine with 5 rounds in it, and I'm going to carry another magazine on my belt with another 5 rounds in it. So once I take my 5 shots, and I'm not going to go through the whole process again, but once I take my 5 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to release the magazine. Oh, can't find it. Yeah, release the magazine right there. My magazine is going to drop. My bolt is going to lock back after the 5th shot, after the last shot. All right, so now I am on safe. I'm still going to put it on safe, and I'm going to declare safe. Then I'm going to pick up my weapon, move to the next one, and now we're going to repeat the process. Since I'm not going to have a mag in there, I'm going to reach for my belt. I'm going to put in the new mag with 5 rounds. Repeat the process, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good to go. That's another way to do it. That is an actual safer way to do it. You know, should you be starting out, like I said, just about everybody that's coming to the match here, we're pretty much all seasoned shooters. I don't anticipate anybody doing it that way, but it's good to kind of, you know, maybe 1 or 2 stages you do it that way, so you can kind of be proficient in that. Shooting a gas gun in a match, guys, it's very different, because if you just want to move and just put it on safe and move, always remember you're going to have a live round in that chamber. So if you have an AD, which accidental discharge means AD, ND means negligent discharge. Negligent discharge, there's no arguing about it. They're going to stop you in the middle of the stage, and they're going to, you know, hey, try it again next time. Go home and think about it. Accidental discharge, maybe your firing pin, or maybe your trigger is not performing the way it should. It accidentally fired. It happens. All right, we've seen that happen, but it's very, very rare. Most of us have very, very good components, so we really don't see that. But anyway, that's the second way to do it. Again, I don't anticipate anybody doing that, because we're all it's not required by the range, number 1, and number 2, again, we're all seasoned shooters. So I haven't seen any names that are rookies. So we all pretty much know what we're doing. Sometimes that's we need to watch each other, but we always do. Prentice Wink and David Lott, Corey K, those guys run a tight ship over there. So I always feel very, very safe going to their matches, and just about anywhere you're in Texas, man, you're gonna find a very safe match. So anyway, that's all we got, guys. As always, please help us like and subscribe to our channel, and we really would appreciate it. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Orale.